Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, August 8th, in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always. Wicked awesome. It's Happy Hump Day. That's right. 2 more days till Friday. So, without further ado, let's get right off the bat. First, I want you all, they gave me another thank you. Mustang Brewing Company, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That's right. And great beer. Folks, MustangBrewingCompany.com. Check them out. I also posted a link for them on Facebook. Please, please, please like their page. Check their page out. Phenomenal beer. And I want to get more on the show soon. Squeeze me. All right, let's start off the bat. Unofficial sponsors. My man Tom Walk with his Stevens Rubber Stamps and Sign Company makes laser engraving, banners, rubber stamps, magnetic signs. I mean, heck, vinyl letters, and candy wrappers. How about them apples? Abilene, Texas. That's right, Southern Oklahoma, otherwise known as Texas, where Merriman and the Bulls run scared. So, next on the list, of course, to start your day off right, my good friend Crystal Lloyd Ozani, KJ Lloyd Ogano Gold Coffee. Awesome stuff. You see the address there. It's on the screen each and every day when you watch the show. Let her know you want some coffee. She's got her KJ Lloyd Ogano Gold page on the old Facebook. You see the website. Also, Crystal Addiction, her photography. Amazing, amazing woman. The next Betty page, no doubt about it. Pinup queen for sure. Awesome stuff. And I worked with her in jolly old England. Folks, here you go. As always, Wally's aluminum shaping process. My man Wally Fortier lives right across the street from me. It's not Wally's ass sculpting process. Not that. But Facebook.com/WASPA. That would be WASPAA. And a slight treat for you. My man Wally Fortier. Check this out, folks. Now, like I said, he lives with me here in Texas. And look at this picture. Will ya? Note those 3 items in the back window. That's aluminum art. That's what he makes. You see what he's holding? Yes, he's wearing an old school John Elway jersey. One of the most hardcore football Broncos fans I know. That is a metal Broncos emblem he made. And then, of course, he bought those helmets a while back. Old school, right from 1960 on up, representing all the different helmets. And then, of course, his hat. I mean, Wally's a BMF, bad mofo. Look at that, Frontier, Texas, and he even put, you can't read it, but Broncos fan parking only in Frontier, Texas. Boy, you gotta love that. What balls he has. That, my friends, is what a true Broncos fan is all about. But that man will make signs for anything. Okay, aluminum art. Awesome stuff. Folks, time to unleash the beer of the day from my friend Wally Fortier's hometown. That's right, Longmont, Colorado. We have 400-pound monkey. And it is English style India Pale Ale. Interesting. It is good stuff, folks. It's a good IPA. And I'm about to prove it. And of course, their beer opening apparatus, my man Justin Dimmitt. Observe if you will. And those of you who've always wanted to learn how to open beers like Dr. B, Reverend Dr. B, that would be me, the Love Doctor. Grasp like so. Fulcrum. Boom. Voila. And then, of course, proper pouring technique, 45-degree angle for any beer, even Guinness. Over a keyboard if you're that good like me. There you have it. Perfect pour each and every time. Representing the Red Robin glass. Red Robin burgers. Awesome stuff. Cheers and beers to you. And kumpai, as they say in Japanese. Great stuff. I'm representing the Pawtucket Red Sox hat. Heck, the way things are going, I'm willing to bet the Paw Sox are probably better than the Boston Red Sox. Oh, it's embarrassing. But, you know what? I'm still a proud Red Sox fan, even though I'm really disgusted. I've never hated the players that are on my Red Sox team more than this year, ever. All right, we've had a lot worse teams, and I still like the team a bit more. Boston Bruins jersey, why not? Because you got to represent Red Sox, Patriots, Celtics, and Bruins. Got to represent the Fab Four. All right, without further ado, happy birthdays. Lots of them today. Right off the bat with my friend B. Patadol. Wonderful lady. She was a widow freshman when I was a senior in high school. And don't hear from her too much. She's pretty quiet. She was always quiet in high school too, but total sweetheart. Really nice lady. Very beautiful. B, happy birthday to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the show. Cheers and beers to you. And saw your pictures. You haven't aged a bit. You know why? Those who enjoy life age well. Next on the list, my good friend Kelly Donahue. Boomer. Boom operator. Jolly old England. Wonderful lady. Very beautiful. Very cool. And could party like it's 1969 minus the acid. And she's a great mommy too. And a shout out to her lesser half, but still total badass. My man John Don, as I like to call him, John Donahue. A great man. Huge football fan. Both him and Kelly are huge football fans. Steeler fans. Nothing wrong with that. Very cool football team. Been around since 1933 when Art Rooney bought them. And now his son Dan Rooney owns them. Amazing. Rooney family for 79 years. That's the way it's supposed to be, folks. So Kelly, happy birthday to you, my little lady friend. And John, I missed the hell out of you, brother. Badass crew dog. You too. Cheers and beers to both of you. Next on the list, my very own cousin and one of the most die-hard, wicked hardcore Red Sox fans I know, Christine Taylor. And I'm going to give a shout out to her awesome husband, Tim. And you two, I've known you, well, Christine, I've known you forever, okay? I will never forget this. June 26th, 1978, the day before I turned 5 years old. I remember you and your brother and your 3 other sisters, my 5 cousins, and your mom were all, you guys were all visiting us for a week at our house on the island. And I remember I opened the bathroom door real fast and I knocked your tooth out. You know, Christine, I've never forgotten that. And that is the earliest memory I have in my entire life, the day before I turned 5 years old. And I remember everything from that day on vividly. Anything prior to June 26, 78, I don't really remember. I do remember I take that back. Blizzard of 78, February 6, 1978. I do remember that. That's my earliest memory. Because I remember the snow being up to the roof of the house. But Christine, happy birthday to you, my friend, my dear cousin. And Tim, big shout out to you, my man. An awesome guy indeed. Known you for about, God, 25 years at least. And die-hard Red Sox fans. And just great, great people. Salute to both of you. Big cheers and beers. All right, next on the list. My man Scott Fry. Now, he's a crew dog. At least he was when he was living in California, when I worked with him there. And Scott's just a great guy. Really sharp, hard worker, total badass. But you know what's really cool? My friend Scott was in the movie Armageddon. Yes, he was. There's a scene, because they filmed part of that movie on Edwards Air Force Base. And they had the guys looking like military folks running on the flight line. Him and also my friend Pete Friedman. I cannot remember who the third individual was. Scott, please help me out, man. It was you, Pete Friedman, if I'm not mistaken. Who was the third guy? There's 3 of you guys running. And that was during the filming of Armageddon, released in 1996, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so great appearance, Scott. You are a true movie star and just a totally awesome guy. Happy birthday. Next on the list, happy milestone birthday to my good friend Heather Greenwood. And a big shout out to your lesser half, but still awesome guy, Donnie. Donnie, Heather, miss you guys. Live nearby you in jolly old England, Shepherd's Grove. That's right, the pride of Shepherd's Grove. We were one of the last crews living out there. Well, yep, Heather and Donnie, miss you guys big time, and hope you're doing well. I know our Red Sox aren't doing well. Yes, folks, they are diehard New England sports fan like this guy. So, cheers and beers to you guys and to the kids, and hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoy the show. All right, and finally, happy birthday to my good man Brian Smith, bubble chasing badass I worked with in jolly old England. Hey, how about California, the land of fruits and nuts? There you go. Brian, what's going on, brother? Good to hear from you on the old Facebook here and there, because it had been a while. I moved from California to Japan in 2000, and I hadn't heard from you until about 2 years ago. First time in a decade. And I hear from you from time to time, and always a pleasure, brother. Hope you're doing well. Cheers and beers. Oh, and finally, big shout out. I miss you guys. Cesar and his better half, Sandy Molina. Cesar, I hope you're doing well at your new home. Missed the hell out of you here in Texas. And like, we do the same job for a living. That's right. We are pointy-headed posse members. GNC Posse for life. I know. AI. Not this guy. T-Tail Mafia. GNC Posse. There you go. Or GCS Posse. However you want to call me. But anyway, I want you, and especially you, Sandy, and I hope you get to see the show too. You folks have a great lady friend. In fact, Sandy, she said you're her best friend here, and she misses the hell out of you. Golly, I hope I don't mess her name up. Kyrie Caron, a wonderful, wonderful lady, a dentist. She cleans teeth for a living, and she's just awesome. I mean, a total sweetheart. Diehard Packers fan. So, Sandy and Cesar, do me a favor. Share this here show with her. And because she did a great job. Look at them teeth, baby. Nice and clean. Thank you so much, Kyrie. Much appreciated. You are one awesome lady. And cheers and beers to you. And Sandy, Cesar, I miss you guys big time. Cheers and beers to you. And hope you all have a wicked awesome day. With that said, let's get to quick random facts of the day. The idea generated by my good friend Crystal Lloyd Dozani. Here we go. 1988. Russia began pulling out of Afghanistan is what I always call it. I had to protect myself. There's a lot of kids that watch this here show. Afghanistan after 9-year war. Wow, 9 years of war. Crazy. And now we're fighting in Afghanistan. Go figure. You think we learned from the Russians? Guess not. On this day in 1945, a big one, Harry S. Truman signed the United Nations Charter. Even bigger one. Huge. On this day in 1864, the Red Cross, developed by one Clara Barton, the Red Cross formed in Geneva, Switzerland. Hence the Red Cross flag. Makes sense now, doesn't it? On this day in 1990, Pete Rose, yep, that Pete Rose, famous baseball player who should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. It's a travesty that he's not. He began his 5-month prison term, Marion, Illinois, federal prison camp, if I'm not mistaken, tax evasion. There you go. All right, so he's had some issues. Here's a cool fact. On this day in 1988, 8/8/88, that's right, August 8th of 88, the high temperature in New York was 88 degrees. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. On this day in 1963, famous song Louie Louie, done by the Kingsmen, was hit the radio airways. It was released August 8th, 1963. I believe it was recorded in 62. Now, a lot of radio stations said the song was obscene. Are you freaking kidding me? That's all I gotta say about that. Excuse me. But what a lot of you folks don't know, they did not do the original. The original version of Louie Louie, look it up, L-O-U-I-E, L-O-U-I-E, Louie Louie. The original version was a rhythm and blues version done by the late, great Richard Berry. Not Chuck Berry. Richard Berry and the Pharaohs. Great song, but sadly it did not hit the potential that Louie Louie by the Kingsmen did. Tough to say which song I like better. There's a little bit of both that I like better. I do think the Kingsmen just really rocked. I mean, they hit a grand slam with that song. They really did. As soon as you hear those first four notes, you already know what the song is. All right, on this day in 1981, tennis great Roger Federer was born. He's still awesome. Incredible. On this day in 1953, Donnie Most was born. Who's that? Ralph Mouth. Ralph Mouth of Happy Days. Yeah, that's right, the red-haired guy with the curly hair. That guy. On this day in 1947, Houston Astros great Jose Cruz was born. Senior, not junior. And I throw that out there because also born August 8th, 1947 was Larry Wilcox. Well, who's that, Dr. B? Uh-oh. I don't know why I did that. Freaking updates. See, Larry Wilcox was he was not Ponch, he was John. Officer John Baker in the TV show Chips that ran from 1978 to 83. So, there you go. Larry Wilcox and Jose Cruz, 65 years old today. They are officially senior citizens. On this day, 1907, jazz legend, saxophone blaster Benny Carter was born, and he lived all the way to the age of 95. Awesome. On this day in 1968, sexy actress Patricia Arquette was born. Yeah, Rosanna Arquette's sister. And they both have lots of movies with boobs showing. Hey, cool. I'm happy. 60 years old today, on this day in 1952, Robin Quivers was born. If you don't know who she is the wonderful lady that was on the Howard Stern show for a long time. Awesome lady. 75 years old today for this guy. On this day, August 8th, 1937, Dustin Hoffman was born. Hard to believe he's 75 now. He sure as hell doesn't look it. Yep. Definitely 246. They were 4 in the box. See, Dustin Hoffman played in one of my all-time favorite movies, Rain Man, from 1988 with Tom Cruise. A lot of people called me Rain Man in high school. And B, you probably remember that, because I memorized everybody's birthday in my high school. And check this out, folks. August 8th, 1937. I'm going to figure out what day of the week I was born on right now. No, I did not look it up. The 1945 calendar is the same as the 1973 calendar, which I have memorized, so I know August 8th, 1973 was a Wednesday. 4 years back, 2 days up. August 8th, 1941 was a Friday. That makes August 8th, 1937 a Sunday. If you don't believe me, look it up. Google it. August 8th, 1937, and I guarantee you it was a Sunday. What a great way to start the week. Dustin Hoffman was born. Cheers and beers. With that said, let's get to the movie of the day. And we're going back to 1958 for this. And I'm bringing this out, the Bruce Brown Golden Years of Surf Collection, 58 to 63. Who's Bruce Brown? Anybody ever heard of the 1966 classic documentary surf movie, The Endless Summer? Two surfers go all around the world looking for great places to surf. Robert August and Mike Hinton, I can't remember. But yeah, those two guys. But Bruce Brown directed, narrated, and produced the film. But this one is his very first one, 1958. He was only 20 years old when he did this. Slippery When Wet from 1958. Okay, the very first surf movie, the original wave riding adventure from surfing's golden age. And he was a 20-year-old lifeguard in San Clemente, California. See, he was born December 1st, 1937. He's still alive today. And basically, surfers go to Oahu, Hawaii, and he said he worked at nights. He worked as a glorified janitor at Dale Velzy's surf shop, and Dale would shoot 8mm surf film. But anyway, so Dale Velzy put up $5,000, which was to include, among other things, camera equipment, 50 rolls of film, 6 plane tickets to Hawaii, and Bruce Brown's living expenses until the film was completed. Needless to say, he got the film done. $5,000. Incredible. So, Del Cannon, Henry Ford, not that Henry Ford, and Freddie Fowler, Kemp Arberg, and Dick Thomas, they all went surfing, filmed the movie in Hawaii, and the film's in color though. Doesn't look like it there, but all of Bruce Brown's movies were in color to include the 1958 classic Slippery When Wet. So there you have it. Speaking of surf, how about we get to the song of the day, and we'll go on back to 1958 for this one. It's kind of a rockabilly surf tune, early surf, folks. The song's called Venus Rock by the Rolettes. I have never heard this song before. I had never even heard of this song before. I just stumbled on it on YouTube, and it sounds like a great tune. Here you go, instrumental. Enjoy. Come on, Cletus. There we go. Based out of Waukesha, I believe, Illinois. Almost signed to Capitol Records. These guys were almost signed to Capitol Records, and then the Cuban Missile Crisis hit. I thought the Cuban Missile Crisis was 1962. And what happened was Ray and Leroy Titze, T-I-T-Z-E, Teets, they were called to military service. Those are the guys that are in this song. You have to check out the video. Go on YouTube and just type in Rolettes, R-O-L-L-E-T-T-E-S, and Venus and Rock. Venus Rock, the Rolettes. Check out the video. Pretty neat. Lots of flying saucer pictures. This song was out of this world, folks. Video is really nicely put together by a user named LRIP1. Awesome stuff. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to his channel, because I think he likes the same old school music that I do. I just saw a Carl Perkins billboard. Hula Hoop, there you go, 1959. Ferris wheel, okay. Great sax instrumentals, of course. Guitar talk. Empty beer. Cinch Records. Venus Rock, the Rolettes Orchestra. Cinch Records, number 2025, U7148. Alright, folks, there you have it. Got to hear some surf music, early surf music. Now, you know what time it is? Yep, it's that time. It's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli, I'm as good as Tom Brady, Manning, or men slapping women. 32 more days till Patriots football. I can't wait. Hope you all have a wicked awesome night and day. Talk to you later. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.